Grand Rising, everybody. It is a beautiful day. It is time for us to have a conversation. It's mad about Memphis, and I'm going all throughout the city, highlighting and uplifting some of the great things that are happening in our city that oftentimes kind of come and go unnoticed. And this year, it's not going to be the case for our wonderful book stock that is happening on May 3rd of 2025. So I've, solicited the big folk from the Memphis Public Library to come in. And we've got some futuristic people and some folk that are right now. But let's start talking with this young lady right here. Grand Rising, ma'am. Tell us your name and your position over there at the Memphis Public Library.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I'm Wang Ying Glasgow, Library Program Development Manager from Memphis Public Library. So excited to be here.
We're excited to have you here because we know you have a wealth of information. And a couple of years ago when we talked, we found out a lot about book stock, and we found out a lot about folk having to start a year in advance to get in. I want to say to the authors that are listening to us right now, you get excited about this event that's coming up about a week or so. But really, you should start the process right now for next year, right? Literally, if you've never heard of this, if you don't know anything about it, please grab your pencil and your paper and start getting this information. But tell us a little bit about Bookstock and where it all come about.
Yes, Bookstock is Memphis Area Authors Festival.
Okay.
And it is really sponsored by our wonderful friends of the library. It's really showcase local Memphis area authors.
Okay.
And we give them a platform to showcase their book, to promote their book, to autograph their book, to sign their books, and then to sell their books.
Wow.
And then we encourage all the public to come and then network with these local authors and find out how their inspirations come from and learn their stories, because it's so many diverse stories,
Yeah.
their experiences of all local authors.
Wow.
So it's a wonderful event to showcase local authors.
Well, and so it came about because so many authors had come in there trying to get their books in the library and stuff like that. I mean, what was the catalyst for having this? And was it something before and then it warped into Bookstock, or has it always, when it was originally done, it was Bookstock?
It's originally maybe 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And then started
Okay.
15 years ago when we have so many local authors publish their books.
Okay.
And they all want to have a book signing.
Okay.
And we just cannot do it for each individual authors. We said,
Yeah.
let's do a collective one,
Wow.
showcasing 60 local authors, because the library's lobby room can accommodate up to 60 authors.
Okay.
And every year since then, we have 60 authors, and many of these authors want to come back, and we just want to give priorities to the first-time authors.
Yeah.
And then, so that's why there's always a wait list.
Mhm,
And always a wait list. And every year we're trying to sign the next 60 authors. We
Yeah.
always give priorities to the first, the authors on the wait list.
Yes. Man, and maybe we'll talk about some of the nuts and bolts of it. But the Memphis Library, of course, has moved. And Ekpe and I were just talking about it. And I don't know if you were around. I guess, yeah, you were around. When the library was on Central. And I was telling him I was really trying to find some remnants of the old library, and I couldn't even find where it used to be.
I was around. I've been in the library for over 31 years.
Oh, wow.
And we were there.
Yeah,
I started my library career on
At the Central Library?
Yeah, the Central Library.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, so that's a little Memphis history. Y'all need to Google that and kind of see the stuff. But of course, reading and literacy is something that's really the bedrock of any civilization. To be able to communicate with each other, to be able to talk about things, and to look historically and futuristically about what has been and what's to come. What are some of the powerful stories that you see come out of Bookstock? I mean, how do the authors say that it really impacts their careers, their lives, or just their ability to continue as authors?
Yes. Many of these local authors, and they have written their own books.
Okay.
And it's like their baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's their baby. They want to have the book written, have the book published, and then have the book promoted.
Okay.
And then some become very well-known authors. And we have Bookstock really include authors of all backgrounds, all genres, all ages, all races.
Wow.
You know, it's very inclusive of a representative of the Memphis stories, Memphis experience, and Memphis histories. You know, so we're very proud of all these diverse range of authors coming to Memphis. Some of them are well known, and as a matter of fact, one of the authors, Lisa Turner, she was nominated. She has written a book. It's a mystery book.
Okay.
She was nominated for Oscar Award
Wow.
year, along with Stephen King.
Okay,
New
okay,
York to
yeah.
receive. She did not win the award, but she was nominated on that caliber. But we also have local authors, young authors like Zoe next
Okay.
to me, and it's their book. They want to promote their story. They're equally as important and as inspiring to other aspiring authors as well.
Wow. We'll come back and you'll give us information on new authors and how they start the process maybe for next year. But you talked about established authors and those that are gone on to do great things, but everybody's got to start somewhere. And so we're excited because this year, as in previous years, you've had young teen authors. Can you tell us about Zoe and how that come about, and why is it important to include young authors like Zoe?
Yes, this year we're very excited to have several authors.
Okay.
Several authors, they're teen and young and aspiring authors. And it's important because we all have stories, but we're so excited to see young teenage agers like Zoe can write their book and can be inspiring to all the other young teenagers or twins that write their stories and then share their work with their peers. And then it will be also wonderful for others who want to have their books written and then come to network and then learn the stories, learn their experience. How did Zoe get her book published?
Yeah.
And so they can become authors themselves. So it would be very inspiring.
Wow. All right. That being said, let's talk with Miss Zoe right now. Grand Rising, Zoe. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
All right. What school do you attend now?
Center Hill High School.
Center Hill High School. And, you know, tell us a little bit about yourself. You do any extracurricular activities? What kind of stuff you into?
So I'm mostly, as said, I'm a little bit nervous.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
As said, just straight up, I'm a literary person. I
Okay.
love reading. I love writing. It's always been something that I've done for years.
Okay.
Um,
Where'd that come from? Your folks? Would your folk read? You saw somebody reading, or you think it just came up?
my mom reads all the time.
Okay,
I always
okay.
get told that since she read all the time when she was pregnant with me, that's a trick that I developed.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
hold on. Now your daddy read too. They better give your daddy some. Okay. Yeah, the daddy read when my mama tell him to read. Okay, I'll just play. Anyway, all right. I just want to give props and props. That's all. But go ahead. And so your mom read. You're a book worm. You like to read books. And so, at what point though did you go from a reader to trying to be a writer?
I'm actually not sure. It's just kind of something that's always been in the back of my mind.
Okay.
When I was younger, I wrote I wouldn't say parodies of things, but remade editions of stories that I already saw.
Yeah.
And as time grew or just went by, I realized that I could write my own stories.
Wow.
And so that's essentially what I did.
Yeah. But what you don't remember what that catalyst was that gave you a voice. You say, I mean, you read a bad book. You say, man, I'm so sick of these books. I can do better than this. No, it wasn't that kind of thing. But what was the spark though? You don't remember?
I'm actually not sure. I think I just realized that I had a voice. Essentially, or that I have power in my words.
Wow. And so what do you think other people understand that as well? Or is that something that maybe throughout your career you could encourage younger people to not wait until they're old to write a book? They can actually write something now.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a huge advocate for that. There's never too late or too early for any of it because it's a dream and you have to put yourself forward for it.
Yeah, and if it's your book, there's no right answer, right? You know, because you wrote it. Speaking of which, can we see your book? Can you hold it up there?
Yes.
And the name of it?
To Capture a Heart.
To Capture a Heart. What is it, Pataini? What is it about?
So two characters, they essentially meet in a cafe through an exchange of change, so something small and simple, but they begin to become friends from there, and as they become friends, they kind of learn each other's obstacles in life, and they help each other through it, and they fall in love, but they do so just a little bit too late.
The plot thickens. All right, and where's the book available? Where can they find it?
On Amazon, in Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, so essentially any literary retailer.
Yeah, I do a thing called Mad's Author Spotlight every Thursday, where I spotlight different authors. So definitely come get that list from you, and invite some of those authors over to come on 88.5. All right, let's see. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about Bookstock that's happening May 3rd from 11 a.m. till 3 o'clock at the main library over on Poplar Avenue. And I've got a couple of great people. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. You're going to say?
Yes, I want to say that we also have a teen authors panel for the aspiring authors, but there's so much more. We have keynote speakers. Have you heard of Roxane Gay? And she's really an internationally known New York Times bestselling author of Hunger, and then Difficult Women, and Bad Feminist.
Okay.
She was known for her sharp wit and a fierce commentary. She's a leading voice on feminism, culture, and identity. So we are so excited to have her come to Memphis. It's her first time. And along with Roxane Gay, we also have Shemichael Holman.
Okay, I'm familiar with him.
And Shemichael Holman, you probably know him.
Yeah, I know
He
Shemichael.
used to be the manager of Cosset Branch Library.
Okay,
and
yeah.
now he's the author of Meet Me at the Library. So this is great. We're so excited to bring him back to the library to talk about why library is the place to promote democracy. And it's a place for us to provide informative, transformative, it's a welcoming space where people can gather together and learn, connect, learn, and grow.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to welcome you.
You got Sher Michaels, you got the teens, you got the panel, but man, it's not like your mama's library back in the day. When I came to the first Bookstock, you guys had drummers, you had all kind of noise. I was like, noise in the library?
Yes, you're talking about the drummers.
Yeah.
Are you coming back again?
Yes.
And the drummers are coming back.
Oh, wow.
Along with
Okay.
1 hour of whole entertainment. And we have Chinese, Memphis Chinese Choir.
Okay.
We have East Meets West fashion show.
Ah.
Live fashion.
Okay.
And we have Spanish dancers, very colorful,
Okay.
diverse dancers. And we even have Christian Brothers High School's wind ensemble. And a bunch of 1 hour of entertainment.
Yeah. Maybe
Very
I
diverse.
can come through through D selection.
And in addition, there's so many creative workshops.
Hold on. Violation, y'all, because y'all weren't excited about me coming to say. But go ahead, though. Go on, do your thing. Go ahead.
And then you can learn about 3D printed tiny bookmaking.
Okay. Will you have a 3D printer there?
Yes, we do.
I've always wanted to see one.
You can learn some,
all right.
some really
I
nice
just want to see one.
technology.
Okay.
And then they have some bookmark design, blackout poetry corner, and DIY book tote bag, and an all-age juggling workshop. To how to juggle.
Okay. I'll be
And then
faking.
In the children's department, there's face painting, balloon artist, Chinese calligraphy, and then food trucks, music, entertainment.
Yeah.
We got all.
Yeah, because, outside was amazing before I even went inside, so it was just an entire collaboration the day. It starts again at 11 o'clock on May 3rd. That's on a Saturday.
May 3rd.
So that's not this coming Saturday, but the
next
following Saturday.
Yes,
So
that's
2
right.
Saturdays from now, we'll be at the Memphis main library. And what's the address of the library?
3030 Poplar.
3030 Poplar. Real quickly, who are some of the people that kind of help make this possible? What's some of the sponsors for
The
this this
sponsor
year?
is Memphis Public Library's Friends of the Library.
Okay.
Our wonderful Friends of the Library, City of Memphis, and then also Memphis Library Foundation helped us bring Roxane Gay to Memphis.
Okay.
So we are very appreciative of all their help and support and sponsorship. We could not do what we do without their help.
For those who may be implants to Memphis and may not know exactly where the main library is, could you give us the actual address of the library?
Yes, 3030 Poplar
Okay.
Avenue.
3030 Poplar. So
And
write that down.
You won't miss it because it's going to be loud and
Wow.
fun, and hopefully it will be a great weather, a wonderful weather day, so everybody can come out, and it's free.
Okay.
Free to everyone.
I'm showing the flyer right now on my Facebook page, so y'all check it out. But that's the lady that's coming right there, Miss Gay, and that's your Michael right there, prolific guy. Roxanne Gay is her name. I'm sorry. All right, so that's Bookstock, May 3rd, of course, at 11 a.m. till 3 o'clock this year. So it's going to be exciting. Let's talk back real quickly to Miss.
Zoe.
Yes, Miss Harris. Zoe. I'm sorry, Zoe. You're in what grade are you in now?
I'm a senior in high school.
I mean, you're in 12th grade.
Yes.
Okay, and what are you gonna do when you get out of school? You know?
So I plan a major in creative writing. I'm still figuring out everything, but I essentially kind of want to still divert to helping other authors or other writers. So editing, marketing, publishing, it's all within my field.
Speaking of which, on my show on Thursday, we literally try to walk people through that process. For your book, the like the artwork on the outside, the little the code and stuff like that. Was it a one-shot place you went to, or you had several different people helping you to put that together?
So for the cover art itself, I found an illustrator that I'm very familiar with.
Local or national?
National.
Okay, all right.
But she actually designed the cover for a book that I love. It's called Sun Rising. I can't recall the author off the top of my head, but I reached out with her, and
Wow.
she kind of got it all together.
What?
So
How did you have the nerve to call the whole book the person? I mean, where'd you get that
She did.
gall from? I mean, how did that happen?
How did I get the illustrator? Or
No. How did you get the nerve, the gall to call somebody? How did you? I mean, like we look at books all the time and we see them and we put them down. But somebody had the forethought to say, "I like this. Let's find her."
Yes, I do that all the time. That's how I get my illustrators as is. Like I find a book. I love the cover or I love the art, and that like the first thing that I flip to is the small descriptionary page that has like the illustrator, the copyright, stuff like that. So
wow,
that's like my first
that's in every book.
Yes.
You know. Okay. So that's a blueprint, young people. I'm just what I'm trying to give, the blueprint of at least the thought patterns, because it's hard to be big when little got you. When you don't even know what you don't know, you don't even know where to start, and then people are doing it all around you, and you wonder like, where did you start? How did you? And that's the point of this. So I know it may be a silly question to me and you, but to somebody out there listening, it may be the world to them. Yes. So that's great that you had that wherewithal and the stick-to-itiveness to really do that. That's great. All right, so one final word of advice for these young people who may be out there, maybe 22, 23, they graduated, but they're in between life and school, but they got something to say. They've been through some things. What do you say to them about capturing those moments, writing them down, maybe saving them? I mean, what advice do you have for them?
It gets old, but it's the same thing every single time. Just do it. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Write the thoughts, get your plans done, like just figure something out. Don't let that moment slip away from you.
Okay.
For those that are in writer's block like myself, anybody that's just struggling, write anything that you can down. Character development, any setting, plots that you have, just write it. Like, just get it out of your head and on paper. Because once you see it, it's more likely to happen because you don't want to let it go.
Okay. Now, in that particular book, did you write the title first and then the book, or the book and then the title?
That's actually a question I get often. So it's a backwards process kind of for me. I find the title, the illustration art, and then I get started on the book.
Wow.
So that's like one of the first few things that I get started on. And I think it might be to get me to actually sit down and work on it.
Okay.
Like I have the outline, I have the illustration that I'd already paid the money for. Like it's already done, so why not go ahead and get started?
Make the book happen. Just a final thing for you though. I met and he came up here, an author named Jim Hart. He actually, when you talk about readaptation of existing works, he did the movie Hook with Robin Williams and I think some other people in that movie, but Martin Scorsese produced the movie, but he had an idea on if Peter Pan never grew old or something like that, and then they wrote a whole synopsis around that and it became the movie Hook. So some of your stuff may do that as well. All right, that being said, let's get back to, of course, and let's say hello real quickly. She's just in the building, but let's let her say something. And she is the marketing director for the Memphis Public Library. We didn't even know we had one. But come on to the mic. Switch the mic over there to her. It works like that. You got to say hello and tell us, can we still get book cards? And if we owe money from 1979, what are the procedures to...
Listen, if you owe money from 1979, when you walk in the door, the gates will close. That is the beauty of the Memphis Public Libraries. If they're, late fees are fiction.
Wow, are you serious?
That is the mantra. Late fees are fiction.
Okay, so that shouldn't stop me. I mean, somebody. I'm sorry. from coming to get a card now if they still owe from their high school days?
Yes. Please come visit the library. Get a library card. We have all kind of designs to choose from.
Yeah. I had a Grizzly one, I think, on mine last
I
time.
was just about to say,
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
Grizzlies. If you're still
Yeah,
comfortable
yeah.
carrying a Grizzly card right now.
Most popular one.
Stop it.
We have that. We have Pride representative cards.
Okay.
We have your standard Memphis Public Libraries.
Yeah.
If you are more traditional that way. So we have lots to choose from.
And what type of documentation do we need for a library card?
You need proof of Shelby County residency.
Okay,
But if
okay.
you do not live in Shelby County, you can still get a Memphis Public Libraries
Oh.
card, but there is an annual fee for that.
Okay. And now, I'll just leave anything else alone because y'all should turn the books in if you get them, that kind of stuff. So I won't even ask you
Yeah,
any
bring 'em back to
contingencies.
us.
Yes, that's important. The hours for the main library, can you give us those? I know that's not all in your purview, but
No, it's okay. Monday through Saturday, Monday through Friday, it's 10 a.m. to
Monday
8
to
p.m.
Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then Friday, Saturday, 10 to 6.
10 to 6, yes.
Friday and Saturday, 10 to 6.
Yes.
All right, I don't know if we got that. Either you need to give her the microphone or you need to say what she said. Pick one.
Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
So 10 in the morning. So
Yes.
and I'm only saying that because there are a lot of seniors who don't have computers, and you guys have that service, that resource there. And I want to make sure that those that are listening, if you're sitting at home, you need to put some paperwork in. You need to fill out your voter's registration, whatever it is you need to do. At 10 o'clock, you can get a ride to the library, and you guys have those resources there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. 10 a.m. and then you close what time? You say 6,
8 p.m.
Oh wow. Okay.
Monday through Thursday. Friday, it is 10 to 6 p.m. A little earlier on a Friday.
Yeah.
Weekend, Saturday is 10 to 6, and Sunday is 1 to 6.
Okay, so you guys
1
are
to
open.
5,
While you are open on Sundays, but from 1 to
Yes.
5. Oh,
Yes, the
that's-
main branch is open on Sundays.
Yeah. All right. Well, one more thing that we didn't know about the library that you have that we should all know. Like we know about the children's space, but oftentimes you curate different things in that space. I guess they can go to the website for that updated information. But what else in the library on the second, third, or fourth floor that maybe we never get to see that's also available for us in the main library?
If you make it up to the 4th floor, we have what's called the Memphis Shelby County Room, which is basically a living, breathing archive of all things Memphis and Shelby County.
I've never made it to the fourth floor.
It is an incredible space. It has, black and white photos from, decades and decades
Wow.
ago.
Okay.
It chronicles the civil rights movement, and obviously, Memphis being a hub of civil rights activity. It chronicles, all through the 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, it's.
Wow.
If you have a question about whether or not something happened in the city of Memphis or Shelby County, that is
The place to be.
that should be one of your first stops.
Man, I didn't even. How long has that been there?
Well, that's at the Orange Mound branch. Yes.
How long has that been there though? Up on the fourth floor.
Since it's open.
Yeah.
Wow.
Since
20
the 90s.
Didn't know that. And what did you say was at the Orange Mound branch? I didn't hear you.
The genealogy center.
Oh.
Genealogy center, and that's and this Saturday, Orange Mound is celebrating its 1-year anniversary from opening. So the genealogy center is coming up on 1 year old.
Okay.
But that is also an outstanding resource for anybody with questions about, their own personal history, family trees. We offer free access to Ancestry.com.
Wow. Okay.
So there's,
There's a lot of stuff.
There's
All right.
a lot of stuff.
How can they get in touch with you? Just for any information, you got a website or an email address?
Yes, there's so many best kept secrets.
Okay.
For the Memphis Public Libraries, and one of them is our digital library.
Okay.
It's the website memphislibrary.org, and if you log on the website www.memphislibrary.org, it has wealth of information all about Central Benjamin L. Hook Central Library, as well as all the 18 branches, their programming, their events, all the resources, databases, free ebooks, e-audiobooks that you can check out with a library card, and tons of information there.
Yeah.
So check it out.
I think the last time we talked, and I'll end with this, that Lindy or Liddy or whatever it is.
Libby.
Libby?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Libby.
mean, you can learn anything in the world from this. I don't know if it's a lady or if it's a service, whatever it is, but from tennis to pickleball to, how to DOS to Bex. I mean, it's just, it's amazing.
And another thing I would like to promote is the Link 211.
Okay.
And the library community information resource. And that is very, very well received by the community. If you have any social services needs, and any needs. You want to know where to find my next meal. You want to know where where to find a shelter, where to find a Christmas basket, and any information, tax information, Social Security, Medicare, any information. Just pick up your phone, call 211, and they have a database with all the support services and information to help you through your hard times.
That's what's up. All right, for those just joining us on the radio, I am talking with the folks from the Memphis Public Library, and they are here to promote Bookstock, the Memphis Area Authors Festival that's happening in our city on Saturday, May 3rd, from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the location of 3030 Poplar Avenue, the Benjamin L. Hooks Central Library. And we've had a great conversation with a beautiful author, an up-and-coming, well, she's an author now. This is your first book, only book? What are we doing?
This is my second book.
Second book.
I released my first one, The Proposal, at 14 years old in 2022.
Okay. Oh, hey, Dad doesn't mean take some of the money. You get some of that money. Anyway, Dad, just real quickly, man, tell us how proud you are of your baby girl.
Extremely proud. It's been a blessing to watch her kind of step into her gift as early as she has. I'm extremely proud of her and look forward to seeing all that she has to, give to the world as time goes forward.
This your only child?
No, we actually have three. My wife and I have three.
Well, let's send shouts out to the other ones who ain't here. So they won't feel some kind of way.
And we're just excited.
Come on, say your other kids' names right quick. Just send a shout out to the other babies that's not here.
So my middle baby is Eden Harris. Eden Leah, how you doing, baby? And then my baby boy is Ari, Richard Ari. So hopefully you two are both listening to your big sister on the radio right now.
That's what's up, man. She already gave Mama some props, so Mama, you good. Peter. Anyway, I just try to lift up the men that lift up the family, and it's all good. All right, I'm going to give you the last word as we wrap this up. Invite us out one more time and tell us anything else you want to tell us.
Yes, we just want to invite everybody to come out to this free event, free family event on Saturday, May 3rd from 11 to 3 at the Benjamin L. Hooks Central Library on 3030 Poplar. We are so excited to provide the opportunity to showcase local authors such as Zoe Harris. You never know, she might be one of the New York Times best-selling authors in the future we're looking at.
That's right. And tell them, ask them to buy your book.
You can buy it on Amazon.
No, I'm saying ask us to buy it.
I'll go ahead and buy it.
Y'all buy my book.
Buy it.
Yeah.
You're a fan of romance, I'm going to say you'll love it.
It's a romance book.
It is.
Ooh, Hercules. All right, and of course, Miss Gay is coming. Roxanne Gay, if you know about her and her accomplishments, she'll be here on May 3rd as well. And Shermichael will be, of course, our local celebrity in the house. So let's make him feel special as well. Again, thank you, Miss Library media person, and thank you again as well, and thank you as well. All right, if it's good and it's happening in the Mid-South, it is happening on the only station you and your entire family can agree on, WQOX 88.5 FM. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Kavon J's up next. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
Oh man, y'all did that thing. Well, y'all professionals. All right, bye everybody.